Good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you. I am Jayesh Shah from DigiComSec. And first, I would like to thank you all for being here today. Thank you so much. You could have been at home on this Sunday morning having a lazy time and cup of tea, but you all chose to be here and learn something that can add value to your business. So I'm really grateful to you and so happy for you. Okay, thank you so much once again. Guys, you have been offering uh, IT solutions for long, for years together, right? And if I compare it to a puzzle, it would be something like this, right? That you're offering this entire gamut of services, the entire gamut of services. You're offering DLP, you're offering storage, you're offering CCTV, cloud, security, you name it in the IT, and you guys are masters. But hey, do you know that there is one thing that is missing in this puzzle? And that thing is telecom. Yes, this will complete your full product offering to the customer and they will look at you in a completely different perspective. Why? Because increasingly the telecom business is being driven by technology. Newer technologies like VoIP, they demand a lot of technical knowledge and your customers trust you first for taking technologically sound decisions. Now, if they value your advice, if they value you, why don't you yourself offer this? But I understand that offering telecom is not so easy and it requires some special skills. And that's where we come into the picture. We are so what solutions, what are the benefits that you get out of here? You can offer solutions that are not available online. All of us are facing some sort of competition from online business, are we not? Yes. And there's always a price war. I keep hearing on various platforms that laptops are available online at lesser cost than even the landing price. Okay, same things about CCTV, same things about time maintenance machines. So wouldn't it be better to have one product which is not available online? Yeah. And yes, telecom can be that product for you. What will it do in terms of monetarily? It can straight away add 25% of sales and profits. How? Let's say you got 100 customers who trust you, who trust your advice, who trust your technical competence, and you approach them for these solutions, especially in this scenario. Wouldn't they want to work with you? I'm sure they would. If not all, at least 25% of them I feel would work for you, right? And then if you offer these solutions, sales and profit will naturally follow, right? And then you also have the recurring revenue of AMC, okay? Because traditionally telecom systems, they require some kind of support in terms of programming, in terms of extension failures, in terms of telephone line failures from the service providers, which cannot be managed by everyone. And that's where the experience comes in. That's where the annual maintenance contract comes in. Unlike laptops and PCs, which can be repaired by anybody across the road, telecom systems will not be able to get that repaired. And you will need proper support from qualified people. And that's where we come into picture, right? And what happens when your customers ask for quotations? Because you are offering a complete package, because you're offering all the solutions, you will be one step ahead of your competitors. Isn't it true? So now, why we should work? So who are we? So we are a company with 22 years of experience in telecom industry. I myself, I am a telecom engineer and have been doing telecom since the beginning of my career. Okay, so I am certified by Mitel. So we are a technically competent company, expertise since past 22 years. We have got firm tie-ups with multiple brands. We do not peddle box products of a particular brand. Okay, so we have tied up with nationally and internationally acclaimed brands which complete the portfolio. For example, some customers would require key telephones, some customers would require interconnectivity between offices, some customers would require work from home solutions. In that scenario, there is uh, there is no single product which can be giving you all these benefits. And that's the reason we have aligned ourselves with multiple brands. And after understanding the requirement of the customer, we can suggest an appropriate brand. We have wide network of associates across the country. So the companies that I represent, they have a very structured channel partner policy, wherein all the registered partners across the country, they support each other for installation. So if you have an installation of multiple sites, across the country, wherever they are, east, west, north, south, we will be there to support you through them. And rest assured, it's a very time tested system wherein your customer does not get carried away by anybody of the partners. You still remain in total control of your customer. We at Digicomsec, we prefer to work with partners. And that is the reason, long back we identified that being in a technology industry, sooner or later, this would definitely be influenced by the IT partners. And so at Digicomsec, we have never acquired any competency in IT field, nor do we have any staff in the IT field to do this work. The reason, we wanted to partner with you, IT partners, and we wanted to make you feel secure that we at Digicomsec are not a competition to you. So we wanted to be a pure collaborative company and collaborate with all the IT partners to offer telecom solutions to their customers in turn. We always prefer to stay in the back end, wherein you fronted with the customer, they know you, they trust you, your brand is trusted compared to me or my competition. And that's where we decided that we stay at the back end and not at the front end, right? With me so far, if you have any doubts, please raise your hand. I would be happy to answer them. Okay, we move ahead. So after this basic background, I will, give you a few scenarios. There are endless possibilities, but I will take three most common scenarios that are today. Okay, the first one, the most relevant thing today is clients are working from home and they're working from office, right? So they are moving around between office and work. Few days they are at home, few days they are at office. Some clients are at home, some employees are at home, some employees are at office. Communication is a major challenge. All communication of the customer is happening through personal mobiles. And this is a challenge, this is a scary scenario because the employee may or may not be with you, right? Your client would want all communication to happen on the company numbers, but that's easier said than done. How do you do it? Okay, so we discussed that scenario. Okay, in the same scenario, the employee could be working at home today and tomorrow he could be coming to office. What happens then? Does he carry his extension with him? Okay, so yes, we answer that question as well. The second scenario is, uh, because of this difficulty, the customer is looking at cutting costs, right? So we have customers who have got multiple offices within the same vicinity, within the same building, nearby buildings, or in the same city, and they would like to share resources. For example, if you are running a bill of 15,000 rupees on your PRI line, and you need to take the lines at both the locations, your monthly outgo would be 30,000 rupees. Number one. Number two, you would need operator at both the ends, and that's a perpetual cost because you have to do it month on month. That's a repetitive cost, right? Apart from the capex, we have solutions which we have given to our customers, wherein we take the telephone line at one location, we connect it over internet at the second location, and all your calls are routed either at location 1 or at location 2, depending on your choice. And the same operator, the same lady, is able to manage both the offices. So you not only save on the cost of the lady, but you also save on the cost of the telephone line, right? That's very attractive. So this is another other example. The third is, you companies like pharma industries are on a boom today, right? And they have their manufacturing plants in B class cities, in the B town, I'm sorry, tier 2 cities or tier 3 cities. And their sales offices, market offices are generally in Mumbai, and the factories are working full flow. The offices are working semi from work from home, semi working, and there are all sorts of communication problems, right? So they have the warehouses located at some other location. They have the distributors at a third location, and there's complete chaos. Everything is working on individual mobiles. It's becoming very difficult to track them. So how can we help them in this scenario? It's very easy. We connect them all using VoIP. That's the solution. Yeah, and it's not that you need to replace all the systems. we do have certain devices, certain products which can integrate legacy systems and make them to VoIP. Yes, there would be some challenges in terms of connectivity, but by and large, we are able to do it. So the solution, the first solution that I mentioned, that you have this people in the same premise, some of them working from home, some of them working from office, and then you can have multiple. You have this area over here that you can see over here. This is a warehouse. You have an R&D center. You have accounts and logistics, plant in the main building. There's a goods dispatch at the gate, and then you have got the security over here. In this scenario, you can definitely either connect them all over point-to-point wireless. Okay, that's very easy, and you can do local wiring. You can save a huge amount of cabling in this scenario. Or if you already are laying a fiber backbone, then we can connect everything over fiber. Okay, so it's actually even better than doing it wireless. Okay, and this fiber backbone can be used for your data as well. You can also give them complete mobility. Okay, so if it is Wi-Fi, as far as you guys in the Wi-Fi zone or in the 4G zone, the person, wherever he is in that zone, is connected to the office. Okay, if it's on internet, yes, there are certain challenges depending on the connectivity. We have this problem in our country where the networks are not seamless, but by and large, if the networks are good, then there's no issue. Then you come to the work from home scenario. Okay, now in this scenario, what we do is we work with a concept called as hot desking. So what is hot desking? Hot desking is we install a software on your computer. Okay, that's your extension. So you take your laptop with you wherever you go, either it's in the office or it's at home. You plug it into your network and your extension is there. Okay, it doesn't matter where you're sitting. It could be on any desk. If your extension number is 201, you are still 201, and you're connected to the telephone line which is in your office. So what happens? When you're working from home, you're connected to Wi-Fi, okay, and the system is there in the office. Whenever there's a call, it comes on your laptop, okay, and if you want to make a call, you make a call through the laptop. The call goes from your office lines. If you have a recorder connected on the system, then you can even record the calls, and you also get the complete call details. So what happens? Irrespective of where the employee is, the communication is seamless. Right now, the challenges that your customers are facing is poor mobile network. Okay, you have internet at home, but you may not be having a mobile network. The communication is not seamless. Sometimes you're in office, sometimes you're at home. There is no accountability. There's no record of the calls made. People are making calls from their mobiles full time, right? So there's no accountability. There is no control. Absolutely no control. Customer को call किया है, हाँ किया है. There's no proof किया या नहीं किया. How do you verify? There's no way to verify. Okay. So all in all, your customers are facing a situation like this. They're perpetual pain and stress. Okay. So what you should be doing once you offer these solutions, because they're having decent internet, communication is seamless. Okay, like I explained in the previous slide, they are accountable because there's a call record being maintained. किसने किसको कितने बजे call किया है. Okay, if it's recorded, you also have it recorded. Company has total control. Okay, and it's like this, something like this. There's abundance, right? So what next? Okay, pharma industry is one of the most lucrative industry today. So if you have any connects in the pharma industry, identify those customers, okay? And you can approach them with the solutions. Identify clients who will prefer to work from home a long time. Software companies, ad agencies, they all are looking to cut costs because their employees are working at home, okay? We can pitch the solutions and explain the benefits. I will share a few success stories, okay? One of our customers is a chartered accountant, and they have got an office outside of the station. They have got a branch office at BKC. They have one more desk at Grant Road, and they have got a branch office at Ahmedabad. So we have connected all this over net. The extension of the Andheri office is connected to BKC. The extension of the Andheri office is connected to Grant Road over internet. They are connected, and both the offices, Mumbai and Ahmedabad, they are connected over these lines. So what happens? The entire office is seamless. They can all communicate without any problem. Person from here calling person over there, person from there calling person over here. Okay, so even it's a small organization, 20 people here in Mumbai, two people at one each at BKC and Grant Road, and maybe about 8 to 10 people in Ahmedabad. So all in all, we are talking of 30 employees dispersed over 5 locations, and still we can give them the solution. Yeah. So it's not a question of it should be a large organization, it could be a small organization. We can still do the same thing. Okay. What else can you do? Straight away, you can offer them annual maintenance contract for their existing systems. We are working with certain brands. We can have a look at the system. We can have a look how old they are, and you can straight away offer them 30% discount on the existing amount. That's how you can grab the customer, right? So the existing vendors would be offering them AMC. Right now, some of them have challenges in terms of mobility, and here we are. We can offer you the solution. So how do we work? We meet your clients as your team member for all pre-sales activities, understanding the requirement of the customer, discussing the solution with them, and preparing the proposal, and we submit you the proposal. We guide you. It's a complete ready proposal in Excel. You just need to change the rates, whatever margins you want to add, and it's ready to give it to be given to the customer. So we ensure that your interaction in all this work is minimal. It's very simple. Okay, and we just leverage your trust with the customer and take the order. You take the order on your name. You can choose to either buy the system only from us. If you have your team to install it, fantastic, you can get it installed, you get it maintained. Or if you want to do everything to us, we supply the system, we'll install the system, we'll support the system, right? I've been doing this for quite some time with a lot of members from BNI, from Acer, and we have some of them joined here today. And would anybody like to share something about us? So we always prefer to be at the back end. We are happy that you are there in the front end, and unless you explicitly tell us that no, Jayesh bhai, you take the order in your name, and you can keep our interest, and that's what we do. Then we can take it on our name. So it's totally your call, your customer, your call. I'm open for questions. Thank you.